Damaged ledger. Oh, the ledger in my pocket. Can I redo that? Oh.
It's barely held together.
Open the
by
hidden
a clip,
compartment in the
then
clipboard.
made complete. Just relax.
Yay!
The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know.
Slide the drawer open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Pick up the ticket stub.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Reverchon East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Awesome! Kim and I can go pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored
pick up
pencil
the card.
drawings. The thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it?
It smells of chewing gum. Apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon. The end of summer. You think the label says tutti frutti.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort, and a smile, you think. Although that is not something you can read from someone's handwriting. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy.
Harry!
Throw it away, please.
No, but it makes me happy.
Outside, you hear the wind howl. A sudden gale blows in from Martinez, flapping street signs and window blinds.
Come outside.
What?
Far away and outside, the reeds hiss with desperation. Step out.
I'll take this outside. Let's go outside then. It said to come outside. Shivers will not lead me astray. We will read such a thing outside. They want me to have the ambience of the cold air. I get it. Bloop.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers without resistance or sound.
Why would
the
I
two
do
panels
this?
move
Why would
against
I
each other. The compartment is now
up
open.
the card?
Inside,
I should save.
it's slightly.
In case I accidentally do harm myself irreparably.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. Without resistance, thin wax paper has been glued. Familiar handwriting. A young woman in... Harry, throw it away, please.
No, it makes me
No.
happy. Okay.
Let go.
What was that?
Frisson covers your entire body. A feeling of cold. A persistent chill.
No, hold on to it. Read the card.
Your hands shake, holding on to it. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Keep reading.
Kisses, kisses, kisses.
Kisses,
You feel the air
kisses.
sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear.
Am I dead?
You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on.
Hold on.
To what? There's nothing.
Detective, is everything alright?
Fall sideways. What's happening? Did I die? What's happening? Begin?
There is nothing. Again.
Nothing?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Just lie there, passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
Basal ganglia. And who was that?
Who was what?
I don't know.
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
No, it was cool. I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Oh.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow.
The shadow.
Because it's always there.
White morning.
Tell him. Tell him.
Ah, yes. In the olfactory system, they call it the apricot chewing gum scented one. It's unhealthy of them to linger on it so. But as they say, what do you do?
It smells so nice.
It didn't smell nice. It smelled like betrayal.
Was that the X something? The
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
Yes, that.
Don't prod at it. It will start moving again.
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Alright, enough. Just lie there, motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
Oh, that's just Kim. Don't worry about it. What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious.
It's alcohol. Kim's giving me alcohol.
Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out
Right?
of nothingness.
Ooh. Where am I?
The upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
You put water in my mouth.
Drink. Water.
Okay, drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
You know, I'm actually more of a magnesium-based life form now.
That's just a drug addict myth. In reality, you're still comprised of dihydrogen oxide, which you must replenish to go on living.
Alright, drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I came in contact with the burned-out ruins of the past, Lieutenant.
That does sometimes happen.
He hands you the remains of your ledger.
He replies with such understanding, it's as if the burnt-out ruins of the past were an occupational hazard. Athlete's foot for cops.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
What? Oh, wait. I have a thought.
In the morning light, the white on blue police livery on the motor carriage cannot but catch your eye.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important?
Yeah.
Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
Alright, sure, why not?
This is a Caprice Kanema, the Caprice Motor Corps follow-up to their highly successful workhorse, Caprice 40, and the answer to the Lum's racing breed, Ferv series. With its air-cooled, rear-mounted 12-cylinder compression ignition engine, driving the rear wheels through a 4-speed manual gearbox, the Kanema is able to reach 100 kilometers per hour in 13.5 seconds and go on to a top speed of 180 kilometers an hour.
Won't it roll over in the first sharp corner?
The high center of balance is offset by a large battery bank mounted at the bottom of the cabin, feeding all the auxiliary systems and making the Kanema effectively a mobile power plant.
This tech talk is really rubbing me the right way here.
Due to a quite steep price tag, it is very unusual to see one in police livery.
Am I saying this to Kim? That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion, points to the vehicle. Very cool.
You want to take a closer look?
Yeah, the lieutenant smiles ever so slightly. What's it packing in there? Point to engine.
130.
I reckon
Nice.
that's a 7-liter V12 there.
Oh, look at us bonding
Man,
over his car.
That's got to be a major advancement over the KR-18GU engine on the old Caprice 40.
Ooh, let's impress him. It must be an advancement of the KR-18GU engine on the older 40 models, right?
Yeah, you know it?
Just the basics: cast iron blocks, whirl chamber injection, dual chains driving overhead, camshafts, 2 valves per cylinder, hydraulic valve lash adjustment. You know.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed that you know these things.
A fine machine, run your hand over the smooth metal surface.
Yes, an extraordinary machine.
There's gentleness in the lieutenant's voice as his eyes run over the vehicle's contours.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. Helium headlights would improve the range and quality of the visual field a lot.
Ever thought about switching to helium headlights?
Actually, I have a pair at home. Just haven't gotten around to fitting them yet. I need to lay some wiring for the ballast first.
If we ever get this case solved, maybe we can do it together?
You want to help?
Yeah!
Thank you for the offer. That might be fun. Let's do the case first, though, alright?
Look at us making plans after work.
He liked the idea.
He did! Okay, let's move on. Oh, we are friends now. I have
All
more
around
thoughts.
you, rain falls on the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods
I wish
the
I could zoom
gutters,
out this much all the
washing
time.
filth away.
Look, it's Kuno. Oh, I wish I could zoom out like this all the time. I need to explore over here and down here. I need to go over this way. Oh, that looks like dock workers. I need to go up here. Oh, there's a lot to explore.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting.
What am I doing?
Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hat.
What do I see?
Grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world.
How does it feel?
Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way in under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak.
What's in the west?
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds.
Continue.
The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky.
Run your fingers through your dampened hair.
Your hair is an oily mess flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance.
What's in the east?
There's a fleet on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle.
Oh,
under
the
counter by the window.
raincoat.
Beyond that, the strike breakers have gathered.
Okay, there. Yeah, I can see them. Right to work,
The
whatever.
great gates of the industrial harbour are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide.
Shake your shoulders again.
You shudder, looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow.
You know, while I'm having these thoughts, Kim's just standing there like, what in the hell is he doing?
2 green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic paving of the plaza.
What's in the north?
Capeside apartments. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls.
How do I know this?
Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play the morning news.
And closer to here?
A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into a puddle beneath the feet of a dead man. He swings from a tree, a gaping hole in his bare, rotting chest.
I made that hole. What's in the south?
A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised.
And what's on the other side?
The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Shudder, I look further.
In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain.
What is this? Am I having like visions of what's around
Your
me?
vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink.
What is above? Wow.
Coalition-era statics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears.
What's below?
Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater. Hidden weapon caches from the Revolution, doors leading down to Le Royaume, the catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead.
Motherfucker.
This rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a freight to the east. They sell them there.
Yeah, I know, but I can't afford it. Not anymore. Let's save. Where do I want to go first? I wanna explore here. There's a person here. There are people here.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Why would he be gone? There's people here now. What's this?
Life doesn't need to be a struggle.
He covers his mouth to hide a burp.
I'll be with you in a moment, officer. Let me just finish my sandwich. Talk to Angry Hard René first.
Okay. Is this René?
Have you no shame?
René.
Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
This one's still chewing on a
I'm
sandwich.
trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls.
They're playing balls.
This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
I mean, he's eating a sandwich. All right, I got this. Ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking
I'm not going
about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Acting without hesitation. Grab the ball and show him how it's done. Do I even know what I'm doing? Even if I succeed at doing something I don't know. Oh yeah, look, heft that ball.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work.
Feel the
The
ball.
cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars of victory.
Scars of victory.
Already, your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
The man ball. Taking the
A chilly
surroundings.
breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sounds, smells, even the wind, everything fades until the only thing left is the union of man and ball.
The man ball.
West, in the Grand Couronne area, a sharp overhand left from Arsène Luc Edelbrock sends the Samaran heavyweight champion, Kostya Miasnok Kostanicha, flying to the mat. The crowd goes wild. Revachol loves her heroes.
Is this to do with the ball? There is time for a last glance inward. Who am I?
An embodiment of pure motion. A fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency.
Okay, the inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leaving a gun. Let go. Be the bullet. What are we doing? Is that what we're doing?
Merde! Bordel de merde!
I don't think that was a shot put.
A whorehouse of shit. It wasn't whorehouse of shit. The shot was at least 23 meters.
Wow, it's
Probably
impressive.
24, and then some. Nothing to be embarrassed about.
What the hell is your problem?
Not a weak right tricep, that's for
I
sure.
don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game. It's so goddamn disrespectful.
I'm sensing anger, and I don't understand why.
Vandalized our game, son. You can't play pétanque with 5 Boule.
Pétanque with 5 boules. Oh, pétanque, I understand.
No,
Oh.
no you don't. Our pétanque game is ruined. We want our Boule back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn Boule.
Oh. I don't have a boule, but will this do hold out the shot put? Yeah, I got the shot put in that gym.
Will this... No, it will goddamn not.
Thank you, officer. This is really something. Honestly, I think it's better than our old bull, even.
Yeah, see?
Mon
It's an
Dieu.
upgrade.
All right, fine. What do you want, officer?
Yes. Why did you come here?
I don't know.
It's unlikely they know anything about
I just
the
want to
murder.
hang out.
You never know. He might know something. This is a good vantage point.
Do you know anything about the hanged man in the backyard of the whirling in rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals?
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with cops.
Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
He doesn't know about the crime. Your time is better spent discussing politics.
Oh. Why are we going to discuss politics with him? Yeah. Do I really have that? So again, you don't know
If I
anything?
knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
He's dressed so well.
'Tis true, sire. He knows nothing.
You seem to be playing in a crater.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Do you know what created it?
I do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Oh, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavy artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Who are the communards again?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose a name to feel special, Senseless sentimentality.
Do you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no.
Oh.
It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked.
He adds, squeezing a boule in his fist.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and
Good.
mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
It was probably a bit more complicated than that.
Why shell them here in
Because this
Martinez?
place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead?
Yes. The military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
I would shake my head and look down at the
This
crater.
here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Oh god.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Ah, that explains all the war damage around
Damn
here.
right, son. They laid the fire of hell on this city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
There's a strange gleam in his eyes.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Thinking men have opinions on these things.
Oh
Present
god.
one.
Oh no. Okay, wait. That's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard-working class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Commies just don't understand how money works. Nothing. I don't think I just do.
I'm just so damn sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains,
Oh.
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio.
Like disco?
This is just what the commies wanted.
Disco?
This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Who was this for
Damn
sale?
Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
He slouches as he says that. It makes him smaller, admitting they left the king to the mob.
You mentioned Guillaume.
A true
Guillaume?
king in both blood and mind, led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
Some manner of self-deceit is present in his thinking. Sounds like this Guillaume abandoned him,
Guillaume.
and he doesn't want to admit it.
What exactly is a suzerain?
Suzerain is the king!
Suzerain.
Has everyone forgotten already?
No, just me.
They've forgotten already.
Then he slowly nods and says to himself
It's
that.
no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Oh, what is this about the old soldier that makes you sense of... Oh, hold on. Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle? Oh, the antique
It's a
firearm.
Bell McGrave. 4.46 caliber. Breech loading. Revachol made. Good weapon. Accurate and reliable.
His moves are quick and precise as he first checks the weapon, then aims it at the sea. This man knows firearms intimately.
This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
In the basement there. Point at the bookshop.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Damn, I shouldn't have thrown the Boule in the sea. But it's a white check, I could retry it. So, what is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud?
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip V before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Yeah, I'll come back and then I'll check on him again. Maybe I could add... I have a lot in composure already. Thank you for your time. What's this one? Enormous Boule is worthy of a real man. Could I pet the mailbox once a day? They don't know me. No one knows me. What's this? This coin-operated viewer has been banged up inoperable. Oh, there's someone up here. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be browsing books. A good one? Point at the book.
Yes? Hello?
Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
Working class woman.
If
Okay.
she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Shouldn't a working class woman be working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. Even a working class woman needs something to read.
Good. Should I tell her I'm a policeman?
I know you are.
Oh. Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
She tries hard to focus on the book stand.
What with? A lot of things. For example, people tend to go missing.
Just maybe your husband is missing.
My husband? No, he's not.
Oh, where could he be then?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends? Working?
Likely.
Where is this going, officer?
I have no idea. So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but
I'm just
I don't
messing with
really
her.
need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
Oh. But she could pay me. I could totally help you find your missing husband.
Why are we still talking about this? I haven't lost my husband.
It's got to be something else then. Why else would you be asking her? if it
Maybe
wasn't?
your children are missing?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, so where are
I'm a
they?
policeman or a nanny.
Nanny, where are
They are
they?
not missing, sir.
You know where they are. They're at home, smoking, giving the ladder of vices a chance.
That's weird. Okay, great. Just making sure.
I see.
Okay, but maybe your cockatoo
Thanks.
is missing.
I don't mean to disrespect, sir, but you are being a bit of a cockatoo here.
I'm just really messing with this woman for no
For what
reason.
it's worth, I agree. But cockatoos can't be stopped when they get ladies. It's better to indulge him at this point.
Ma'am, I was asking about your cockatoo. Is it missing?
I don't even have a cockatoo. And guess what?
What?
It's a trap. Never ever say what.
What?
Even if I had, it wouldn't be missing.
All right, cockatoo not missing. I just wanted to make sure.
Great.
Great, got it.
Wonderful.
Watch her browse the books.
I don't mean
Oh,
to
wait,
disrespect.
sorry.
For what it's
Wrong.
worth, I agree.
I don't even...
It's
Whoops.
a trap. Never ever.
Great.
Okay, great, got it.
Wonderful.
Sorry. Watch her browse her
Her
books.
hands move over the book covers. The tips of her fingers look rough, stained with yellow. It seems like she has spent a lot of time at work, smoking.
Oh, that's all for the moment. I'll let you
The
read.
woman before you nods and returns to her reading.
What was the point of that? Just for me to mess with some poor lady who's just trying to work and enjoy her time off work. What's this thing? Ah, okay. It's bench. The ad reads broken window. Tibbs has windows. If you had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. It's down here. Yellow plastic bag. Freet! Equip this to collect... Huh, well. Tools. And my left hand. Whoa, ho, ho. Let's collect these things. Take all. Hell yeah, I'm gonna sell these. I don't remember where I saw the other bottles, though. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. That's nice. Money. Oh, more. I should see how much I could sell that for. A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. But what about these bottles right here? Oh, look at all these bottles I could collect. What is this?
This
it's
coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum,
Ew.
rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer, pat it.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Look
A
inside.
thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other
It's
side,
Kuno.
with N and C scribbled backwards. That's Kuno on the lens.
Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Pericanasis, or the Cairo.
Pericanasis.
The central symbol of the Pericanassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. Around the large wooden building you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent sets up on the ice. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary. Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
What's a tourist attraction doing here?
There was a revitalization project in 49. A
Oh,
design
right, I
studio
remember
tried
that.
restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick.
What
They
happened?
got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Cool. Can't we do something about it?
We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Alright, insert a
Your
coin.
money disappears into the coin slot. A clunk, the ring of metal.
Pull the handle, look
The
inside.
curtains on the display open. You lean in to catch the view. It's blurry, different blues and greens. In the middle of the shimmer stands a drab grey shape, like a ghost.
Turn the knob to focus your vision.
The lenses shift. The ghost sharpens into an islet in the bay. In the ruins, a man-made structure is visible. A half-sunken sea fort. Its concrete almost reconquered by nature. It looks as if it was abandoned quite some time ago. Nothing but a rotten tooth remains of the anti-aircraft tower. A lonely birch tree grows out of it.
There are ruins of some kind of building there.
Really? I don't have the eyesight to make it out.
That's it. Cans. Take all. Oh god, I have to pick up each individual one. How about these ones? Could I get this one? Take it. Oh, wait, there's another one. let's see what's up here. I'm just exploring a little bit. What's this? A lonely cormorant surveys the sea indifferent to your approach. And all these cans and bottles. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Oh, there's a lot here. What's this? Can I go here?
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Conceptualize. Oh, wait. Should I add something into conceptualization? I do kind of like it. How many of these do I have? I have 2 skill points. Right? 2. Let's just put 1. Did that go up?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
It's still low. Alright.
You have no clue. It's just a wall.
Just a wall.
So many walls all over Martinaise. Weather-worn, cracked, their paint peeling.
Oh, it's Kunoes. What did I pick up there? Magnesium! Is that something? It is. It's a bottle. Wait. She messes with my emotions. I save before I do this.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat in my sleep?
Apparently, she doesn't like people standing behind her back. Logic error. She is not sleeping right now.
Pig's come to take me out. Trying to snuff me out.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
Alright, alright. Oh, there are bottles there too. What's this? A garden hose. This won't be of any use until the snow melts. Okay, we'll go in there in a bit. Oh. Wait, but we can go into the greenhouse, right? Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Another splatter of bullet holes in the wall. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. These barrels are half full of rainwater. What's this? Orange bum hat. Clothes. Reaction speed and... What does it look like? Oh my god, I look beautiful. Hell yeah. Could I go in here? I can't go in? Okay, let's see if we can open this door. Cannot open door. Can we open this door?
There must be another way into the building.
Why was that so loud? A balcony with a view to your yard and the hanging.
Can't get involved in this.
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice. Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
You're hiding something? Speak up. This is the police.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice.
He says sotto voce? Voce?
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
Actually, the gendarmerie really needs to talk to you.
Is it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did you? Look at Kim.
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
The lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead houseplants litter the scene.
He's an actor declaiming a soliloquy. See how you hang on his every word.
He is.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Oh, come
That's
on.
definitely not his real name.
Definitely. You're not actually called Martin Martinez, are you?
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
He scans the courtyard. It's silent like the bottom of a well. Every sound captured and reflected back. All right, we'll talk later.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stubbing it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Suggestion. There's a red check. It cannot be retried. Ooh, do I spend it? I mean, how low? 28%. If anything, it'll just put it up, what, like, closer to half, but not quite? Maybe like 40%? Well, there's a good way to test it. I don't really want a point in suggestion. I'm just doing this. I'm doing this to see how much... I mean, how many levels are there in this game? I'm just throwing these levels around. You know what? Sure. Oh, wait. I didn't actually accept and... Oh, no, I did. Huh? 42.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
Please don't go. I'll stop drinking. I'll take the trash out. Just please don't leave me.
Trash?
The young man shakes his head in confusion.
Listen, I really have to go.
With a flick of his wrist, he sends his extinguished cigarette sailing over the
Good
rail.
luck with the investigation.
Damn. He walks away. Well, 28 to 42% is not bad. Like, that's almost half.
He's gone.
The lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him. See where he went.
No point in running.
Oh.
Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
You're right. He probably didn't have anything important to say anyways. Oh no, or so we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
Agreed.
There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Once we've found a way in, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. Could I go in here? Or is that like not an entry? Curtain shifts just a little. Someone is watching from within. Creepy. Smoker in the balcony. Oh, I can internalize things. Solution. Does it tell me what bonuses I get? White morning. You see yourself from above. You're passed out of the blue tiles of the hostel room. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter at the mention of what? A great white object, letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten his name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves. The feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for the feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts out on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. Little guy gets further and further away. You mean I could zoom out more? I think that's what it means. Little guy gets further and further away. Let's internalize that. I want to do that. I don't really use authority anyways. What still seems unlikely. I don't know what that gives me. No shakes. I don't know. How do you find out what it gives you, or is it a surprise? Do I get a surprise? What's this?
A stone, like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Turn it
There's
over.
a key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door.
Oh,
Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it.
how are we gonna find the
This
right
building
one?
has hundreds of apartments. We'll just have to go in and see.
Put the stone back. Oh, I can enter. Wait. I want to explore more before I go, because like there was like a whole thing up here. I'll come back to that. I wanted to really go through here, because there's only this part left. Plastic tar. Oh. Route to St. Ghislain, roundabout north. Cape Side Apartments. What's this?
Yeah, you better keep walking.
What's this? There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? Inside the framework, a frame of a motorcycle in repair.
Look at me when I'm
The tools
talking
used to
to you.
disassemble it. Okay, yeah, wait. I will deal with you in a moment. Hold on. There's bottles here too. I just want to look at everything here. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint Ghislain, 33A. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. Yay, magnesium. Bottles. Get out of the way. I'm basically tidying up this place. Your room in the whirling isn't much bigger than this slop. This is worth more than you'll ever earn in your life. Really? This is a nice boat? Is this a rich person?
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Good morning, officers. I'm Joyce.
She extends her hand in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
I think I had a quest thingy for Wild Pines, didn't I? This one. Nope, that's a rich person. She's a rich person. That boat is expensive. Where's the Wild Pines thing? Oh, I'm sure it'll... Joyce L. Oh, and I'll just shake her
I'm
hand.
glad to see you here.
Her grip is tight and cold.
Like steel. There is strength there. If she wanted, she could sink her nails deep into your skin.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will, gladly.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical
He's
episode.
making
Very
apologies for me already.
But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Oh, he thinks I'm
It
competent.
happens quicker than a shooting star. But did the lieutenant just wink at you?
You-
How
Kim.
interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Tell me about the Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
There was a touch of discomfort there. She wants to merely represent.
So what do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things, and that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
The Wild Pines Group is one of the original Revacholian Indo-tribes. Companies awarded royal monopolies by the king, the suzerain himself, centuries ago. The king is long gone, but several of the Indo-tribes remain.
Who are the other Indo tribes?
Son Baptiste, L-U-M, an unknown entity known as Brightest Star.
You're in good company, it seems.
Why, thank you.
How much money does Wild Pines have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
Wow, I want that. Part of that. Wow.
20 billion is a large number, but the conglomerate employs 72,000 people. They all need to be paid. Then there are capital improvements, interest payments.
A wave hits the sloop. She grasps the mainstay for balance.
A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It's a tremendous responsibility.
Where does Wild Pines get all these billions?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
Lomantang. The way she said that was so abrupt.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the Great Unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
What does a huge system want with a place like this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of all cargo in the world? That's quite the endeavor indeed.
There are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
What can you tell me about this strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about these trade secrets, though?
First, you'd have to repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
Alright, an octopus. I will slay it.
Good luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
You'd be shooting yourself in the foot, in other words.
I'll leave it alone.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
What is your role in this precisely?
I believe the official title is Senior Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
Oh, dang.
Wait. She just admitted that the lynching and the strike are connected.
They are.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Oh god, of course there is. So the strike is connected to the lynching?
Yes, I believe there is a connection. But that's a subject for later.
Tell us more about this behemoth that's blocking the gate.
What can I say? The union employs a giant covered in tattoos. A racist giant. I guess that's part of their big tent organization now.
How were the talks going before the lynching?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
But the strike began in December.
He looks at his notes.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss.
Evard.
Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike?
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan.
Oh no.
This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
Oh no, to have to pay them overtime.
Ludicrous even. It's meant.
What happened to this Gaumont?
Mr. Clare told him to... How did he put it?
She pauses to compose herself.
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Cool. Not cool.
Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
What are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere, and banners. What did they say again? Oh yes, every worker, a member of the board.
Profit sharing?
Most of the workers probably don't know what that means.
Over-aggressive commie posturing.
In its defense, another said, demand democracy.
That one's
Pretty
better.
tame stuff compared to every worker, a member of the board.
What does that even mean?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what? About anything, really, it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
That's ridiculous,
Just
no.
so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
It's pretty funny, I have to admit.
They're having a blast. But how can they afford it? After 4 months, my assumption was they would prefer a more practical solution.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again. And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
I first heard it from the boyar at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, call me mañana.
That's his name?
This checks out.
The scabs at the gate. Did you put them there?
The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Don't let her answer it herself.
You're right. I don't know what got into me. Some of that... I don't know. Let her continue.
If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
It's implied. She's open to discussing this matter with you at a later occasion.
Okay, so tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Okay, that's good. Really?
Of course not.
Oh.
Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
If you were to prick him with something sharp, you could see it oozing out. A knife, maybe? No, a rapier.
You sound like you're about to take a rapier to him.
Oh, heavens, no.
Oh.
We get along just fine. Yet, now that you mention it, I can't stop imagining that black treacle just dribbling down his double chin.
She stops and smiles. He can't be that bad. Is he that bad?
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen,
Yeah.
and I deal with men like him for a living. If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
Wait, there are two of him?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does. And when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Oh my gosh, that
It's
is
how
corrupt.
they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
What about the union itself outside the Brothers Clare?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution. 20 years ago, anyway. It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The Brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say?
She hesitates, looking for the right expression.
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask. I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
Basically a socialist mob?
Thank you for being candid. Sadly, Wild Pines have cooperated with what amounts to a crime syndicate for 2 decades. However much you feed the wolf always hungers.
One more thing, you said something happened in the elections.
I'm glad you asked. There was a woman, the previous forewoman of the union.
Is it the gardener
She
woman?
disappeared.
Oh, no. it's not.
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
This forewoman, her name?
This forewoman, her name?
Sadly, the company records do not even give a name. She's just forewoman in private correspondence, Holly. I don't even know if it's a sir or given name, and I don't have access to the union's files.
Eerie.
Downright haunting, if you ask me. The Wild Pines suspected foul play, but what could they do? It was a union matter. The point of the presentation is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Thank you for your concern, ma'am.
That helps.
We'll be just fine.
I'll know how to handle him when I see him. That's all I need to hear. I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
Do you know something about these tattoos? Show her the
That's
photo.
the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
So you know something about the tattoos?
Better not tie the forestay to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
She pulls her hood closer around her neck.
Yes, reality is your side case. An experimental side case.
I'm conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in.
How truly curious. A sort of philosopher detective.
Yes, exactly. My theory is that this inquiry into the nature of reality will ultimately converge with our murder investigation. They are really one and the same.
Are they now?
Yes, the lieutenant cocks one eyebrow.
A deep synthesis. I'll assist you however I can then. Go ahead. Ask.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Okay, where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holder myself.
Aren't we all?
She refers to your corresponding ages.
And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
That's Martinez. What's Revachol? Tell me more tell me about another, perhaps even more fundamental aspect of reality.
I would be happy to. What is a preposterously expensive
Okay,
education
I need to know what
for,
year.
if
What
not
times are
sharing?
these?
These are unimportant times, detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
Too late for what?
For the big time.
The big time. What's the big time?
The revolution.
Oh, and what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
And who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
Interesting.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
She likes the totality of it.
You can say they got totally shot in the head.
Indeed. They piled them in mass graves in Ozon. And, well, that's the last anyone heard of those people.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Jeez, truly a kerfuffle.
Yeah, it was a kerfuffle, all right.
The lieutenant mumbles from behind his notes.
Yes. The Insulindian deluge, they call it.
I have a deluge too in my head. Point to your little head.
I see.
I have a little head.
Yes. A deluge of geopolitical questions.
Anyone else get shot in the head on the opposing
Oh,
side?
lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious. Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
I loved that king. Fucking communists.
Which one?
I don't know.
Actually, it doesn't matter.
I just
King
wanted to say it.
Guillaume has always been my favourite. He could smell a PR disaster brewing. So he got out alive, and his nephew, Frisell, got shot in his place.
We just talked to someone about this.
Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
Okay, so who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by mineral rights, I mean everything.
How did the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head.
I forgot.
Remember?
Yeah.
We. She's one of them. Of course.
She's a liberal? If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
Who are the coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed centre of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
Moralists?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head.
That seems better.
At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
Me?
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
Oh. If always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am, and also not.
An almost endearingly moralist standpoint.
Okay, this is enough about the
They are
times.
what anyway?
Let's do
Enough
these esprit de
sentimentality.
corps.
Is there anything
Man.
else you want to know?
What is, think of something close to you?
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass.
Actually passed.
To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yes, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers.
Am I just
Fingers
seeing
on the
this?
trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. Slowly now. He'll find it again.
Oh my god.
We always do.
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
That was weird. What was that? That was really bizarre. Am I just seeing into someone else's eyes? He just like killed the rabid dog. The Revachol Citizens Militia?
Preciso Mundo.
Good. And what is the Revachol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement
I know about
body
that.
of post-revolutionary Revachol.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
He's being sarcastic.
You said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
Okay, that's it for the who am I part
Permit me
then.
to conclude with this.
Oh.
Who you are to me is the police, the only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol. And if the law officials of our nation need help with the basic terms of reality, well, then I am here to help.
She bows. What is this? Am I getting my reality check? Okay, so conceptualization impossible, but I have a point in there. How many points do you need in there? Well, it's a white check. Might as well try. 3% is still a chance.
A strange coldness comes over you as you look at the world. The waves sway the sloop slowly. That's all.
That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything
Thank
else I
you.
can
That's
do?
all for now.
Of course, detective.
Did I get my reality
It's
check?
clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
The what? Sounds like my stomach is growling.
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow.
Evening is not falling. It's like 10:30 in the morning. Vows.
The vows are blurred and flesh.
What is my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
Okay, but what's the hard stuff?
Fascism, Brota.
Oh. What is fascism,
Many
though?
things, but it's mostly about
Muesli?
trust in your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachol's problems?
Oh gosh. The foreigners? I thought you were my circulatory system.
Quit stalling, Bruta. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most insane thing.
Okay.
The weak link.
The weak link? I don't know. The foreigners? No, probably not. I was thinking about the coalition foreigners. Financiers, leftists, academicians, liberals. Oh man, had I known there would be a quiz, I would have paid more attention to Rich Lady. Leftist academic. I don't know, maybe. Yes.
Them.
Yes.
But also.
Women?
Women. Men of war.
Oh, not
You
women.
don't like them.
Women.
They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Woo men need to go back to the fucking kitchen.
Women. Men of woo. Wait, is he messing with me?
That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that woo men need to know their place.
Is he just pronouncing the word wrong? Am I having some kind of stomach seizure?
Stomach truth.
Stomach
You're
truth.
having a stomach truth.
Why am I getting this?
Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things. You've said them many times.
I did? Fascism sounds so bad, though. What if we called it like something else, like a traditionalism?
Okay. Yes. Let's call it that.
No,
That
it's
sounds
fascism.
much
What am I doing here? Okay, stomach, I've made up my mind about
You're
fascism.
going to keep your vooz, right? Keep your vooz, Brota.
Vows to fascism? Absolutely not. I'm not going to be played by an upset stomach.
There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestine.
Vows to fascism?
Knocking
Is that
on
what
your
he's talking about?
alcohol
Hell no.
engorged liver. It is one of betrayal and disappointment.
That was bizarre. Okay, well, I don't know. Did I get my reality check? Get a reality lowdown. I have to ask her more questions, but we will do that next time because I've been playing for quite a while and I realized I was like, oh crap, the sun is setting. I've been playing this. So anyways, thank you all for watching, and the next episode, don't assume that my face cam will be here. It was just like, I was feeling it, whatever. But yeah, thank you all, and until the next one, guys, take care.